deal with airplane peanuts.
From comedians reacting to the viral Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad-on podcasts.
So what? Sydney Sweeney's Nazi. She's got nice tits. So what? Why am I upset? I'm supposed to be mad at Sydney Sweeney's Nazi tits? For what?
To making jokes about the controversy on stage.
Sydney Sweeney's new ad. You're like, yeah, but what about the politicians blackmailing? You know what I mean? I mean, I'll look at the tits, but I don't love it, you know? I'm not even a big tit guy, and no one believes me when I say that. I like small tits. That's just me.
This video contains all of the funniest moments from comedians reacting to the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle outrage, starting off with Christina P. and Duncan Trussell keeping their jeans high and tight on episode 822 of YMH.
Oh, so here's the deal. She's a huge fan of YMH, clearly, and she agreed to do this American Eagle ad wearing the jeans. It's like, could they have sent us a check?
It would have been nice. It's cool to get the shout out though from the old Sweenster.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I know she's a huge fan. So everybody's up in arms about this denim ad, which, like, I guess Gen Z has never seen a beautiful woman objectified before. So their panties are all in a twist.
Can I give you my hot take on why people are upset?
Sure.
People are saying it's because it's some kind of eugenicist.
That's stupid.
No, what it is people are jealous because clearly Sydney Sweeney is Mensa level smart. When you see her talk about DNA, genes, and I know it's a double entendre, right? But I always knew Sydney Sweeney is one of the, I would say, the greatest actor of all time. Just for our own gratification, maybe we can't play. Have you not seen the ad?
I'd love to see it. Let's watch it. Can we
I don't know if we could. I just want you to hear this because she is brilliant. Yeah, and I feel like she improv this.
From parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Genius. Gene. Yes.
Got it.
Dude.
Yeah. YMH. Thank you.
Yeah. She is the best. You should have her. I would love to. If she ever comes on, I'd love to be a fly on the wall or even just talk science with her.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show. Sydney Sweeney's a Nazi. Who cares? Who cares? Don't we have more important things to worry about than whether Sydney Sweeney wants a white future for this country? No, I'm literally serious. Why does it matter to me that Sydney Sweeney wants to live in a white country with white babies sucking on her white titties? Why would that matter to me? If Sydney Sweeney wants her white breast milk from her white titties to feed her white babies who grow up to be white warriors in a white country, why would I care? Why does that destabilize my day? That Sydney Sweeney simply wants a white man to put his white semen in her white body to have white babies who will feast on her white breast milk that comes out of her formidable white titties. And then they become white warriors in a white army in a white country to fight for Christendom, to save Europe, to save the Western world. Why is that such a big deal that American Eagle has chosen to highlight these wants and needs of hers? Why is it such a big deal that Sydney Sweeney did an ad with her tits out and it said, and the pull quote from the ad, which seems to upset a lot of people, is she had good genes, right? Sydney Sweeney has good genes, and then under that it said there are a lot of them in media. Why is that such a problem? If that's the pull quote, Sydney Sweeney, American Eagle, there are, quote, a lot of them in media. What does she mean by that? Who are them? But what does it matter? She's just an attractive Nazi woman.
She said even eye color, and then she said my jeans are blue.
Yeah, exactly. That's the pun, because she has blue eyes and also her jeans are blue, 100%. People are upset because they think that it's reinforcing this idea that blonde-haired, blue-eyed white women are the most beautiful or whatever, and that's like the Nazi propaganda where it's like, what should Germans look like? Blonde-haired, blue-eyed, Aryan race or whatever. Here's the great irony of this whole thing. What they're actually saying is that Sydney Sweeney has great tits.
What?
That's what everybody...
I love this mansplaining. Come on, break this one down.
Everybody knows Sydney Sweeney has generational knocks.
She does?
Absolutely. Oh my God. Absolutely fantastic. Some of the best. Everybody but you knows, and I know you got to say it, and you know, you're being true or whatever.
I've never paid no attention.
Whatever. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the milk parade, my boy. This right here, they're doing a little tongue-in-cheek nod to be like, yeah, she has great genes. It's like, those are the great genes part. Nobody is like, oh my God, Sydney Sweeney was the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. Oh my God, she has the most beautiful blonde hair. She's not even blonde, she's a brunette. But the tits are absolutely exceptional with all due respect. They're so good they can sell jeans. That's how amazing tits are. That's how amazing tits are, is that someone with great tits could make you buy jeans, which got nothing to do with the tits.
I'm not discouraging.
It's like when I bought Steph Curry's shoes thinking I could shoot better.
I'm not discouraging that take. That's a cool take. I get it. But I think this is about the eyes, my man. You know what I mean?
No, the people projected their insecurity onto the commercial. The commercial is tongue-in-cheek about
her eyes and the jeans.
No, it's I have great genes. Like everybody, she's basically saying she's good looking.
Yeah, but she explains 3 things. I think she references her hair.
Yeah.
And the last thing she references is her eyes.
Yeah.
And then she goes, I have great genes. Or I have blue jeans or whatever the fuck she said.
My jeans are blue.
Yeah, my jeans are blue.
Yeah, that's the
like
pun.
her eyes.
Yeah, exactly. That's a double entendre or whatever like that. But I think we all know why they picked her.
But how is this Nazi propaganda? I don't know. Maybe
because fat girls make things up on the internet and people reward it.
This is not a real thing.
You could just say anything.
It's not a real thing.
What happened to body positivity? Can anybody tell me why can't she be positive about her body?
Lizzo gave it up. Lizzo said, "Yo, I'm losing this weight, so I can't be y'all representative no more."
Came around, there was no more body positivity.
Lizzo was like, "I can't be y'all representative no more. I need to lose this weight." What do you say, Chris? Is nothing?
A couple people made a comment. Now it's turned into this whole firestorm. I read a statistic. I think it was over the course of a day. Fox spent 86 minutes talking about this and 3 minutes over talking about the Epstein. It's
so conservative for look at woke liberals. Like that's what they're doing. Like, look, they're outraged. They're upset about this thing again. It's like nobody should really care, but it became the biggest thing on the internet. It's so stupid.
I promise you, if I would have watched, if you'd have showed me this commercial with no context, and my mind wouldn't even have gone there. Nazi propaganda.
Well, that's the proper response. That's the proper.
They literally did the same ad with Beyonce 3 years ago or something like that.
And by the way, to your point, I don't even know if this is real outrage because, we got bots running social media. But if this is actually real outrage, boy, America really must not be in as bad shape as everybody is saying. If y'all got time to be mad about shit like this.
Exactly.
It's not real.
I open my internet and I see people having plenty of time on their hands to yell about Sydney Sweeney's jeans. So I know people got a lot of time. And if you have a lot of time, that obviously means you have a lot of freedom. Because people who aren't free don't have time. That's the definition of not being free. You don't have time. You don't have time to yourself to do what you want. The thing is, the ironic thing is we got all this freedom and nobody knows what to do with it. Nobody knows what to do with it, so they're just screaming and they're looking for complaints because we haven't evolved past the negativity bias, which I know Gen Z is aware of. They just haven't figured out how to do it, but they're trying one micro dose at a time. One walk in the sunset, one mushroom coffee at a time.
Sydney Sweeney has blue jeans. I can tell you this much. After seeing those ads, I have blue balls. A certain president hasn't stopped gushing about Sydney Sweeney's boobies. I get it. I gushed over the ad too when I saw it. And then I had to use Kleenex to clean it up. And that's what's up.
Trump just tweeted about it. It was like,
great tits.
I just rewatched Euphoria last night.
Wow.
And boy, what a great show.
What a pair of tits. What a pair of boobs.
She's a registered Republican, and she's got the hottest ad.
Is she
Yeah, he wrote like a 2-paragraph thing, and now all these people are coming at her on Twitter being like, comparing her to Sabrina Carpenter and shit, being like, well, guess which one's not a registered Republican? It's like, it's
what is
crazy.
This competition? It's not big. It's not McDonald's versus Burger King. Neither of these people have products we pay for.
You just put me in a spiral.
Whoa.
I go, oh my God.
If the internet ever comes for one of them.
Well, the craziest part about getting in trouble for an ad was she didn't write it.
American Eagle wanted to do a funny jeans ad. They picked the current it girl. The current girl that is subjectively hot to everybody. She's in a lot of scenes. She's known for having big-ass titties. People love that about her. She's in Euphoria, a show that just glorifies young sex and female bodies. And that's just her thing, okay? You know what I mean? And she leans into it. She's making a bunch of money. Good for her. That's the person you would pick for this. And they go, oh, let's use her. And then this is what we'll do. We'll have her talk about jeans, and then it'll be over the ad, Sydney Sweeney has good jeans. But they're talking about her American Eagle jeans. everybody in the room probably was like, oh, that's hilarious. And then when I saw it, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, that's funny. I said, oh, I get it. Good genes. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. But, you might say, well, Eric, you're a comic. I think a lot of people looked at it like that. Then, a few days later, I start seeing these posts on Instagram that are coming up. And this one girl, it's like, I don't know if this matters, but it's a fat girl. But I don't know if it matters. But I think that's a part of that helps the outrage engagement. You know what I'm saying? And then she's going in about like, oh, Sydney, this seems like a Nazi ad. Like, this seems like an ad Hitler would run. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and you're like, whoa. And when she was saying this, I was like, now here's the thing I want to say. The way my brain works, I was like, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I don't think that's what they were doing, but I can see how you misconstrued it to that. But now it's turned into this whole thing, and then they're yelling at Sydney Sweeney when she's walking on the red carpet, and they're making the girl cry on Instagram, and she's like, hey, I just did a funny ad. What are you talking about? How do you want to look at the world, man? It's like, do you want to constantly, put victimhood out? That everything's against you? It's all a conspiracy? Is it all some secret manifesto of American ego to put out that like white is right? And I choose not to look at the world through that prism all the time. I like to think that this was just a funny ad. When this controversy kicked up, they were like, oh, hell yeah, this is going to be great. I'm glad they didn't cave. They put out a great funny statement about it, like a strong statement, like we stand by Sydney Sweeney and these jeans. Donald Trump stepping in doesn't help the situation at all. Like, this guy is just helping the liberal influencers make more money. Because once he steps into that, now it just becomes, yes, it is a fascist ad. It is, white supremacy. You know what I mean? He helped that. He pushed that narrative. So now all those people are like, yes. Oh, my God. Can you believe this?
What did Epstein Donnie say about this? Get up Donald Trump's tweet about this. He's getting involved in this. They just moved Ghislaine to a prison so they can kill her, by the way. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Donald Trump Truth Socialed something about Sydney Sweeney. He's like, why don't you pigs go to the gym? And this is a guy that eats McDonald's every day. But he said something to the extent of like, hey, you ugly woke losers, if you didn't treat yourselves like shit, you could look like Sydney Sweeney. But you're not gonna. But still, you can do better than you're doing now. If the Democrats want to win again, they got to stop this, where they like get angry about nonsense. It's very silly, and it doesn't matter to anybody. Nobody cares.
You have a take on Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah, I don't think any of it's real.
What does that mean?
Like, you know how...
You think it's AI?
Okay, so you know how people are like, there's this big controversy. Is Sydney Sweeney... Is this a ad or whatever the fuck, right? That's what they're saying? But, dude, we know a bunch of liberal people. We know a bunch of people on the left. No one's saying that. I think that's all just AI-generated... clickbait stuff, like, because the first time I heard
to get the conversation going.
Yes, the first time I heard about it was I would see these things on Reddit that said backlash to Sweeney's ad, but I never saw any actual backlash
because it's fake.
Because it's fake. None of it's real, and all the comments aren't real. It's just because when was the last time any of us talked about American Eagle ever? Never really talked about American Eagle. But now everyone's like, look at this ad. Yeah, I think this was all fake generated because no one I know has been like, oh, they mean eugenics. Everyone gets that they're talking about her tits. Everyone gets that. No one's shocked. No one's confused. I think it's all fake. There's no backlash. And then you know what? Sometimes you see. Okay.
I think you meant to say her eyes.
Yeah, no, shut up. It's all about her tits. What's her eyes? What, you mean her eyes on her chest? Get out of here. There's no. We all know it's about her tits. She's got great tits. Way to sell some.
Possibly the best.
Sure. You know what? In the argument.
I love her. Her boobs are outstanding. I think she's arguably like the best body in show business right now.
Absolutely.
She's amazing. But Kate, tell me, and this is horrible, she's kind of Downsy hot. Do you know what I mean? Like her eyes are a little Downsy, but like she's still hot.
You know,
there. There you go. Like
zoom in.
A little Downsy.
Zoom in. Let me see. Zoom in closer. Now bring it up. Bring it up. Up a little more. No, the other way. Bring it up. All the way. That doesn't look downsy to me.
So basically, your lizard leaders, I don't know that they're lizards, but they are. You know what I mean? Like, even if they're not, they are.
Honestly, my thought on this is it's just one more branch of like dropping the birth rate. Obviously, they did.
Obviously. So here's what the fight is. One group of rich fucking wanted to make you not breed. So if you remember, asses were real big, but not tits. Even though you got to have good hips to have a baby, so you would think the asses are, but it's all psychological. So Sydney Sweeney talking about genes and genes. Do you see the commercial? And by the way, the commercial is weird as shit. But the commercial's going, spread your genes. That's what the commercial is. And she got big tits like a fertility goddess. So your leaders are like, you're always a cow no matter what. Don't ever think you're not. All like Trump is fighting for is for like, no, we can breed a little more and have a few more cattle.
That. Yeah, we need people.
And that's all you get.
I think Sydney Sweeney is the new Marilyn Monroe. They always have like a hot girl that's supposed to control the masses.
No, titties are back in style. They were not doing.
Yeah, titties
I'll
back.
tell you the propaganda right now, because previously it was don't have kids, so it was a lot of small titty. Okay, so this is how you program people mentally. But then when a chick with big tits comes out, and then I watch people that didn't like her because she got big tits, you know, like she's not even that talented and whatever, and she's like smart. She got smile and big tits. That is like a full course reversal in propaganda from that stupid alt girl thing that was pushed for quite some time.
They loved that. It started in 2012, the alt girl thing.
Yeah.
They didn't have colored hair, but by 2016 to 2018, it was full like subscribe to this.
And I promise you, all of that is merely because they didn't want the poor people populating too much.
Right.
But the thing is, poor people always populate. They don't give a
Yeah.
Your middle class is who's not populating. So you've killed the middle class.
Yep.
That's probably part. You know what? People smarter than me are doing this.
Let's
so
make the girls. Let's make the girls who are pro-abortion the most attractive in society for this moment.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, I don't understand why people are told what they're attracted to, like how that could possibly work. I know, like, what I'm attracted to and not. And you're not going to tell me I like something different that I don't. But that's the thing you can do now with these kids, where they got those little micro taints because all the plastic in their cereal, right? And they're all like you could program them whatever gender you want for the moment.
Oh man.
They become bronies.
Yeah, bronies are huge.
That was one of the first things, and that ain't no fucking coincidence. And just people are bad. That they did that. The people that created the show. Keep in mind, the writer of the show and the creator of the show. They're not the ones that come up. Hey, we're gonna mutate young men with this.
Right.
But it's way above their head. You wouldn't even look at. That didn't happen by accident.
They act like immigrants killed tits.
This used to be a boobs country. That's why they love Sydney Sweeney with the new American Eagle commercial.
She's really playing into it too. That's
it's going to be a little much.
It is a little much, but also she only has so much time before she's worthless.
You're right.
She can get the work done to keep them up.
Who knows? But right now, her claim to fame is they're completely natural and perky and awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that only lasts so long.
And if we see one bit of cut, one bit of scar tissue on that.
She's kind of like our Jane Mansfield.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
except we've seen her tits 500 times.
Jane Mansfield?
What?
Jane Damsfield.
Take some more mushrooms.
We out here tonight, folks.
Now, Devin,
a lot of white people here tonight.
The genes are going. We're leaning into all this.
Yeah, let's have
everybody.
Let's have Sydney Sweeney with an arched back, telling everyone, zipping up the jeans,
zipping up her pants.
I want to hear her again because she sounds like a person who's talking but bored with what they're saying and about to fall asleep. She's like,
a little raspy crust in her.
She's literally boring herself.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes. Don't tell me she eats In-N-Out Burger.
Am I wrong for saying I don't see what's wrong with that commercial?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't see anything wrong with that commercial.
No, we're at a point where we got to find Hitlerian comparisons. We got to go to the beach and find shit. Like, we're looking for everything. That guy with the metal detector in Malibu on the beach, he's not looking for metallic stuff. He's looking for hate.
I've said a version of this for a really long time. If you call everything a Nazi,
There's suddenly
Nothing
no
is
more
a Nazi.
Nazis.
So save the word
Save the
Nazi
Nazis.
for the Nazis.
I agree.
I know you've wanted to save the Nazis, but
Save the Nazis. No, I've said a million times. I've said a million times. Never been a better time to be an actual racist.
Yeah,
you just get lumped in with Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah,
it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
No one will know.
Someone
no one will
just
care.
Says, something that, you're just like that person that one time misspoke like one time for a millisecond and then immediately corrected themselves.
If somebody said, "Did you hear that racist shit that any comedian said?" You just go, "Okay, give me a break." Yeah, I'm sure. Sure, it was horrible.
Yeah. Now, if someone told me, "Hey, did you hear about so and so comedian? They said something really racist." I'll go, "Oh, you mean funny?"
Right.
Sydney Sweeney's new ad. You're like, yeah, but what about the politicians blackmailing? You know what I mean? I'll look at the tits, but I don't love it, I'm not even a big tit guy, and no one believes me when I say that. I like small tits, dick. That's just me, and that's... It's just the most unpopular thing I'm going to say. Every time I see a girl, they're like, isn't that girl with big tits hot? I'm like, she's going to be fat so soon. Look at Sydney Sweeney's hot tits. I'm like, let's see her at 43. That's going to be a whale. And okay, she has good trainers. She's going to be fine. But you guys know what I was talking about. Back to Epstein.
Sydney Sweeney, we're getting upset about Sydney Sweeney, huh? Fine. You know what I say? If loving big, juicy white tits makes me a consider me a Heinrich Rimmler. You know what I'm saying?
Often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
Wait, do you button then zip or zip then button? I think you zip then button.
Oh, you zip then button?
Yeah, what do you do?
I button, then I zip.
Whip it out.
I'm a button guy.
What?
I'm a button and zip guy.
What? But everything about you is a little askew, so I totally get that.
That's how you do it, man.
Sydney Weenie over here.
Thank you for watching this entire video right here on Joke World. And if you're looking for more videos of all your favorite comedians reacting to viral news stories, boy, are you in the right place. Here at Joke World, we're dedicated to keeping you in the comedy loop 24/7 with reaction videos like this one, along with exclusive interviews with comedians and daily shorts that cover breaking news. If that sounds good to you, please go ahead and press subscribe or leave a comment right now. And to really help support independent comedy journalism, join us on Patreon for a lot more content that I don't have time to explain right now. But it's really good.
At Joke World. That's it, at Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke World. Check it out.